Debt-to-income ratio, assessing a client's ability to acquire debt. Hello and welcome to this course. My name is Miriam Garcia and I'll be your facilitator. A little bit about myself before we review the course's outline. I've been in lending for about 20 years and have held many roles. I've been a processor, loan officer, closer, underwriter, and auditor to name a few. On a personal level, I'm a mom of 2 wonderful girls and 1 high-maintenance Boston Terrier. I enjoy lending and love to share my knowledge with others, so please feel free to reach out at any point of this course if you have questions or need clarification. Let's get started. This course is part of a new, more extensive onboarding series offered to new and seasoned loan officers. To better understand why we created the debt-to-income ratio course, let's look at how loan applications are processed. The loan process starts with the loan officer. The loan officer reviews the customer's finances to determine if the applicant meets the criteria to acquire a new loan. Viable loan applications move to the processing phase, where it can take 1 to 2 weeks to validate the applicant's information before submitting it to underwriting. Within 48 hours, the underwriter will then issue a loan approval or denial. Loans approved with no condition go straight to closing, and the bank profits from it. For the most part, it's a linear approach that averages around a 3-week turnaround, except for approved loans that carry conditions. Over the past year, turndown reports reflect that 30% of applicants applying for a mortgage are turned down due to the debt-to-income ratio. Loans with elevated debt-to-income ratios are rarely approved. These type of loans clog up our pipeline and double our turnaround time, which upsets our customers, not to mention that it takes longer for the bank to get paid. In addition, research shows that the debt-to-income ratio was calculated incorrectly at origination. The solution is to bridge the skill gap by training the loan officers on the debt-to-income ratio. This course will focus solely on the origination phase of the loan application process. The overall goal of the training is to increase the loan officer's confidence in their understanding of the debt-to-income ratio and how they can use it to determine if an applicant can acquire a loan. It is important to note that no 2 banks operate or train their employees the same way. This training will demonstrate workplace expectations and guidelines for the loan officer when reviewing a loan for the debt-to-income ratio. New and experienced loan officers will be required to take the training to ensure everyone's following the same DTI ratio process. The duration of this training will take a total of 4 hours, and loan officers will have to complete it within 5 weeks from when it's assigned. This course is a self-paced online training. I've identified 4 learning objectives that will help the loan officers achieve the goal of the training. Each objective is structured to address skill gaps that occur at different phases of the debt-to-income ratio calculation. To bridge the skill gaps, the loan officer will have to meet a series of tasks to meet the objective. For example, in the first objective, the loan officer will define the debt-to-income ratio. This will begin the process of understanding the relationship between the 2 numbers that are being compared. In the second objective, the loan officer will be tasked with analyzing financial documents to detect the components for debt and income. The third objective will help the loan officer bridge the debt and income components to compute the DTI ratio. In the final objective, the loan officer will be tasked with using lending guidelines to assess if the applicant is ready to acquire a loan. All objectives will help the loan officers practice the processes and behaviors we want them to implement while learning to assess if the loan is viable and if they can or can't advocate for the customer. The training will be broken down into 4 bite-sized modules, each addressing the objectives at different stages of the debt-to-income ratio. It will show the order to take the training. The loan officer can choose to take parts of the training on different days within the 4-week time frame, but must complete a quiz after completing the modules. Loan officers will have to pass an 8-question quiz. 75% or above is a passing grade. Practice assignments and activities are based on real on-the-job scenarios. Please refer to the syllabus and rubric for more details and training expectations and due dates. Finally, please be aware that the following words are used interchangeably throughout the course. While their definitions are different, the meaning is the same in this course. Thank you.